This is Feed Me.
Welcome to the next episode of Feed Me. My name is John, and today we're going to be teaching you how to make one of the famous breakfast dishes in Dubai. A lot of people actually are very familiar with this. None other than the tomato shakshouka, or like baked eggs in shakshouka. So shakshouka actually is a tomato-based soup, but we're just going to put some eggs over top of it, and then we're going to bake it in the oven. So originally this was served in the Ottoman Empire. It was served with some livers or minced meat with some mixed vegetables and some peppers, some chilies. So today we're going to be making a vegetarian one, which can be served for everybody. But this shakshouka is again my version. There's a bit of twist on it. We're going to add some minted yogurt and some walnut dukkah. Now a dukkah is more of like your blended nuts with some cumin powders and sesame seeds. This is very popular in Moroccan cuisine. So we'll whip them up and let's start with your shakshouka.
So this is our all-time favorite shakshouka, and today we will be showing you how to cook it step by step so you can cook it for your friends and of course your loved ones.
So we're going to be dissecting my version of shakshouka into three parts today. So one is our walnut dukkah, another one is our minted yogurt, and I'm going to be teaching you after that how to make the tomato shakshouka base, which you can actually pre-make in advance. You can make it into a big batch, put it on your fridge, so every time you want a shakshouka, you just scoop a spoonful of that tomato, put it on your pan, and then break some eggs and put it in the oven. So it's really, really easy.
So this is the ingredients for the tomato shakshouka base. The main ingredient is tomatoes, obviously. And then for your walnut dukkah, it's walnuts, cumin powder, fine salt, white and black sesame seeds. And for your minted yogurt, we put plain yogurt, feta cheese, mint leaves, and a little bit of olive oil.
Now we're starting the walnut dukkah. Now, it's very crucial for you to actually toast the walnuts on the pan, or pan roast them, or if you have an oven, you just put it in the oven, like roast it for like 5 to 10 minutes, just until the nuts gets like a light brown to a golden brown crust, or sometimes even a little bit burnt, because it brings out the natural oils of the nuts. That brings out the flavor of your dukkah. It's just gonna be like an explosion of flavor once you mix it with your cumin powder, salt, and sesame seeds.
So you can see here what I'm doing. I'm just like heating up the walnuts on a pan. I'm just pan roasting them. After that, once it gets that dark, a little bit burnt flavor, I just put it back on the chopping board and just start chopping it until it becomes like really fine. It's okay if it's not fully fine and coarse. Now we add a bit of cumin powder, sesame seeds, and of course don't forget to put your salt in it, and you just mix it. And basically this is dukkah. It's very simple, and then you just put this on the side. Now this is how we do our minted yogurt. So first off, we will get maybe a spoonful of normal yogurt. We'll get another spoon of feta cheese, and then we're just gonna chop up some mint leaves and mix it all up together. Now make sure that you mash your feta cheese finely so that it's very smooth. If you want, you can pass it through a strainer. And as you can see here, I'm just chopping a bit more of the mint leaves to add more freshness to the dip, and then we're just gonna finish it off with a little bit of olive oil. So now we're starting the tomato shakshouka base. So first step is we just need to slice some red onions, and we have to dice them into small pieces, just as I am demonstrating right now. After that, we'll get 2 cloves of garlic, and using the back of my knife, I will just smash it on the chopping board and chop it into smaller pieces and eventually crush it, right? So now this is our red bell pepper. Now I'm just removing the white part of the bell pepper and the seeds, and I'm just gonna slice them into thin strips. And then eventually we need to cut them into small dices as well. Now what we're doing is we're heating up a pan with some olive oil. Now this is a very crucial step in your shakshouka. Now make sure the pan is really hot, add your olive oil, and then add your cherry tomatoes. Now it is very important that you actually flame your tomatoes because it does give a smoky flavor to your dish until it gets that nice brown charred skin color on it. Now you add your red onions. Keep on sauteing the dish. If you need to add a bit more olive oil, you could do so. Add some garlic, and also please do not forget to add your red bell peppers that you've chopped a while ago. Now, what I'm doing after that, after sauteing it for like 30 seconds to 1 minute, I'm adding some dried oregano, a generous amount of dried oregano, and then after that, we will be putting our smoked Spanish paprika just to give that extra kick on that smoky flavor on it, right? I've added a bit more of olive oil just to saute it properly and nicely. Just continue mixing it for like about a minute. Now I'm deglazing the dish with some of your tomato sauce, right? The tomato sauce is very crucial to get that intense tomato flavor for your shakshouka. It actually is the base of the dish. So we're mixing it, and then we're just simmering it for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then when it's almost done, just add a bit more of olive oil just to give more depth to the dish. Now continue simmering it until it becomes a little bit thick, like as you see. Now what we will do is actually assemble the shakshuka dish ready for us to bake it. Now prepare your eggs. If you have a cast iron pan, that would be great. If not, a normal pan would do. So I'm just scooping out the cooked shakshuka tomato base over the pan, giving it a generous amount. Even if it's a bit watery, it's fine because when you cook it in the oven, it's gonna start to dry down anyway. So I'm cracking 2 pieces of eggs in the pan. You can have 3 eggs, you can have 1 egg, it doesn't really matter. So I have two pieces of eggs on one of the pans. And after that, we're just gonna put it over the stove, over fire, just to get the heat started. After that, you need to bake your shakshuka in the oven at 170 degrees for like 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how you want your eggs to be cooked.
So now, while our shakshuka is in the oven, you can actually take a few of your bread, or rustic bread, or you can have your French baguette. I personally like my protein bread. This is ready-made, this is store-bought. Really tasty, full of nuts, sesame seeds, and a lot of grains. So this one, I'll just pop it in the oven toaster just to get it nice and crispy so that you can actually use it to dip bread into that soft yolk.
So after a few minutes, you have to check your shakshuka if it's ready done, right? Feel it or shake the pan if the egg yolk is still moving, then it's still okay, right? Now we put our shakshuka on your board or on your table. Be careful, it's very, very hot. Now what we do is we actually garnish it. Remember the components that we did a while ago. So first off, you finish it off with a little bit of olive oil. Now let's take a scoop of that minted yogurt on top of it. Add some chopped parsley over, and of course your walnut dukkah, just to give it a nice texture and more flavor to your dish. Now before serving it, try to crack some fresh pepper over on top of it, and maybe a dash of a bit of sea salt. And there you have it. This is your shakshuka. So this is my toast bread. And I'm just like, yeah, sorry, I just had to look at it for a moment because it's just really nice and really tasty. So this is the finished product. This is perfect for breakfast. And I'm gonna take 1 bite right now. Yes, that was good. Anyway, bon appetit.
Thank you very much for watching another episode of Feed Me. I really hope that you like this video. Please click subscribe down below. If you have a few comments, a lot of comments, good comments, bad comments, or if you want to suggest what you would like us to cook next time, please put it down. Click also the small bell icon on the side, and see you soon. Peace!